November 30th. Today's reading comes from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 16. This is what the Lord says. Stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths. Ask where the good way is and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. There was a story in the news a while ago about a refugee who had ended up in a large international airport in Europe. No country would take him, and his country of origin didn't want him either. He was stuck in limbo on the other side of customs in the airport, and there he remained for 7 years. In that time, he made friends with the cafe owners who provided him with unsold food to eat. He befriended the cleaners and security officers. He slept on the seats and showered in the public facilities. After a time, he began to call the place his home. He became the most famous feature of the airport, and travelers looked out for him and enjoyed talking with him. He was a tourist attraction. This is a bizarre story which highlights the hopeless situation of people with nowhere to belong. But it also highlights the strength of the spirit of a man who, with little choice, was able to find life by the side of his road. He never reached his destination. Instead, he was able to turn the place he happened to find himself into a destination. In the 7 years he spent there, 20 million people passed through the airport. Gerard Hughes, S.J., in Search of a Way, writes, "The real obstacle on our journey to God is not heat, thirst, blisters, roadblocks, or other people, but the inner workings of our own minds, our inherited and unquestioned ways of perceiving ourselves and the reality around us." Well, folks, this Sunday, think about the readings that would transpire in church when you go to Mass, and harness and contemplate about part of what Jeremiah said about the journey of this guy who, even his country didn't want him there, but he got stuck on the other side of the customs. It reminded me of my own travel 4 weeks ago when I went home to PNG, and I got stuck there because my visa ran out in November last year. But I had faith and trust in the Lord that He will deliver. And with a humble and persevering to pray, everything happened around what Mother Earth has planned, and everything is in good hands. And so, as Gerard Hughes said, the real obstacle on our journey to God is not the heat, it's not the obstacles that we find, we see, we run into the crossroads and then we get stuck. We have blisters on our feet, etc., etc. It's really in our own minds. We just got to learn to open up and be resilient and be understanding. Just got to look at everything in the lens of compassion and be humble, knowing that it's all in God's time. May God's blessing be with you and your loved ones. Please remember to always treat our neighbors with utmost dignity and respect, the way we'd like to be treated. In this way, our world will be a better place for our young generation. God bless you.